Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My second video. This one comes to you from Woodbridge, Virginia and Old Hickory Golf Club. Personally, one of my favorites in the area. I think the layout and design is awesome. It's extremely tricky, as you can see with the 72.8 and 144 slope, but let's just dive right into it. So hole one, it starts off as a really short par 4, and I really love Old Hickory because the first two holes, as you'll see, they're extremely short and allows you to kind of get in your rhythm early on. So I hit a pretty good drive down the left-hand fairway, and then this was I think my club just got caught, really weird follow through there. The calves looked great though, and they still look great right now. My other videos where I'll have pants on, it kind of does myself a disservice and, you know, hides these bad boys. But hole one, I'm lucky enough where the putt was extremely slow, clean up for par, and you can see where the dew was really impacting things. Hole two, I always aim for that left hand kind of slot slash slope where I get a kick down to the right. I was lucky I hit my spot and it came back to the left fairway. This left me with about 110 yards in. I decided to go with a gap wedge rather than my 56 just because, again, it's early in the morning. Don't know how the ball would react, but never mad when you're putting for birdie. Unfortunately, this one leaks on me a lot, and we have a little first tester for par and about a 3-footer we do clean up. So hole three, it starts to the first of many par 5s, and again, I think the start here is awesome. Short four, then a par 5 really allows you to get off to a good start. That drive was not the best, and I try to play a draw, but that just kind of snap hooked right into the bunker. Luckily, I take, I think, a 7 or 8 iron and just punch it out, and it leaves me with a 56, or I think this was my gap wedge in. I actually end up overshooting it. There was a lot of wind in the round today. I don't think I factored that in early on, but that ball sailed on me. And I have a pretty good off the fringe putt, or on the fringe putt. Get it pretty close, and we are scratched through 3. The next hole here, this one is a par 4 where this is probably my favorite, most beautiful hole of the entire video. I don't normally drive at 282, so definitely some wind help there. But you can see it gives you a really cool approach where it's almost like an island green. The camera doesn't do it justice, but there's a lot of water on the right-hand side and bunkers covering the front. And this, I would have bet my life went in. Man, that one hurts. I'm going to blame the morning dew. Can't be me. Clearly not me. I'm the best putter in the world, so has to be the ball, the course, the dew. Yep. So the next hole, and you know, this is where a 6 to 6.5 handicap shows. That's a shank OB, take a drop, and now we're chipping on. You know, this is a breaking par type series, and long story short, if I'm going to break par, I got to eliminate those shanks. I'm still a long ways to go, but you know, a pretty fortunate bogey save where I can get up and down after a drop. So the next drive here, it's another par 5. I have my, you know, short little draw to the left that I pulled. It got caught up in the rough. This was a punchy hybrid. I don't know if you could see, but that was a weird slope that I was on. And then this was the thinnest. I mean, that was basically an Oreo thin type shot where I was eating Oreos earlier, so it's on my mind. But luckily it rolled up and I had a really good look at birdie. I miss it again and I just can't figure out the greens. I should have taken some time early. And then this is probably my favorite strike of all day. A nice little baby draw, about 170, 180. I take a 6 iron and I stick it to about, I think it was like 10, maybe 9, 10 feet. And so my thought process was I was leaving everything short, nothing's rolling, so I give this an absolute go. And you hate to see it. You really do hate to see that. The dreaded 3-putt. It happens. Let's just move on to the next hole. Luckily, this is my, in all my videos, moving forward and even in the past, that's my ideal ball flight. A little right to left draw, 240-ish, but really controlled. I hit my spot, and then it takes a couple of the bunkers out on this approach. And this approach shot, oh man, I think I got the luckiest bounce because it ended up short, but it rolled to about 6 feet. Of course, can't even capitalize on that. I think that missed putt, you know, kind of crept into my mind and stayed in my mind on this tee shot. So that's an OB right. We take a drop, and I just take a 7 iron, which is probably my most comfortable iron. If I have to get out of trouble, I'll use it. I have a little punch to the left of the rough, and then I don't know if you can, you know, if there's kids watching, I do say the F-bomb there. My apologies, but I don't know what the hell just happened. It took a really weird bounce to the left. I was really confused, and we can't save the bogey. So a nice little double to end the 9.